deadlifts. Everybody keeps asking the proper form for deadlifts, and deadlifts are something, if you do them wrong, your back's gonna get snapped up. So we're here at Paradigm Performance in Elgin, Illinois. If you're looking to improve anything in your life, come here. Sexual life, any life, we'll improve it here. Anyway, we got Dr. Stu with us to demonstrate the perfect deadlift. Dr. Stu, take it from here, man.
All right, sounds good.
Oh yeah, my bad. This is Karen Corey. Where are my bedside manners? I mean, I have no bed. I'm gonna eat crackers in bed tomorrow. Anyway, so this is gonna be the perfect deadlift. You just saw the 10 moves to ease lower back pain. Now we're gonna go into, this is an advanced movement once you've mastered those. And it's something you've probably done, but you've probably done incorrectly.
You did a great example of showing the squat, the deadlift, okay? Right. And again, these are essential movements, primal movements for us to live as human beings, okay? This is really no different, okay? So the way to protect yourself while you're doing these things, okay? So remember when you stepped up to the kettlebell and the handle cut your feet in half? Right. Same thing here. You're going to step up to the bar, okay? And for the note here, this is a traditional deadlift. Sumo is completely different, okay? So step up, feet are cut in half with the bar, okay? Same thing, bending forward this way so you don't, again, imaginary wall here, so you don't scrape your face against the wall, okay? Lock everything in place, don't round the back, pull your shoulders back, okay? Head forward, and then raise the hips a little bit. Now I've loaded the bar, and then I'm ready to lift, okay? Let the bar go. The other way to approach it, same thing. Step with the feet cut in half here, okay? Sticking my butt out to touch the wall, just like we did for the kettlebell swings, okay? Hinging at the hips here. Drop, bending forward. Again, bending motion is the primal movement. Like I'm gonna pick up something. Now I'm gonna drop my knees into the bar here, keeping my position here, head neutral, lock myself, raise the hips just a little bit, pull my shoulders back, and the bar already wants to start to come up, right? So, and the key from here is most people want to pull straight up, okay? And because of the weights being in front of me, physics tells me it's going to draw me forward. So you actually want to think about pulling back this way. And then the force being generated, you're driving your heels into the ground so that the ground can push straight back up into you, okay? And so because we've got a lot of international powerlifting friends and local too, you'll see in competition they do a lot of the over-under grip, so one hand is facing forward, one's back, okay? I can't say this for everybody, but most people will do over, okay, or even a hook grip as much as they can until the load is so heavy, then they switch to the over-under. But I wouldn't probably practice
over-under, you know, I'm one of those where if it gets too heavy and you're not a power lifter, you're not competing, and you've done your workup sets to your heavy set with an over no strap grip, that's where it's almost a lesser of the evil if you're not in competition, in my opinion, to go with an over. Now from an anecdotal experience, like, you know, mindset, I've seen 4 people in competition and in training tear biceps. When you're like this and you have 600, 700 pounds, that's a very, very, very vulnerable position for your arm. Like this, I believe, again, I've never seen anybody pull a muscle on an arm facing this way, but I've seen 4 pulled this way. I'm just gonna go by, I've seen enough of it, I don't wanna see it anymore. So if you're not a competitive powerlifter, again, use your grip strength as much as you can. But again, your hand strength is going to generally be weaker than your back, your legs, and your hips combined. So that's where I would err on the side of straps for your heavy, heavy, heavy sets. But as this is beyond the scope of this video, there's a hook grip, which you can look it up on the internet, and there's just people with really strong ass overhand grips. Like I saw Big J one time do 315 like this. So you were there, I think. So I mean, that's the deal. So those are some key. The key is, I think, focus on pushing back with it.
Yep, absolutely.
But is there anything else to add to it? Do you want to demonstrate it full motion going through it?
Sure, absolutely. Yep. So this is relatively lightweight. It's nothing heavy, but again, it's the motion that we're trying to nurture. Okay, so it's a rehabilitative movement. Okay, so bending at the hips. Okay, grabbing this way. Bringing the knees here, lock my body, okay, lock and load, pull the shoulders back, and then pull this way, okay? And typically what I'll tell people is to just let the bar go, okay? Like this, okay?
At LA Fitness, that'll get you kicked out.
Yes.
So how do you lower it down?
So
For
lowering
those of
it
you who
down.
train not here.
So again, same thing, bend at the hips, come here, head up, pull, okay? So lowering it down, go through the reverse motions, bending at the hips, lowering the bar, and set it down really nicely so that you don't hurt the floor or the weights, because they have feelings too.
You know, you want to look at weights like you look at, you don't want to just get right into the kinky stuff, right?
Right.
So this is your foreplay. You got to be gentle.
Yes,
Be gentle with
exactly.
it. You're making love to the weights.
Right.
So that's your complete deadlift, man. Thanks for that. This is another movement you can add in once you've mastered. You know, rehabilitating back, I did from a back injury. And first time since my early 20s, completely pain-free. And again, this is something when you get back into it, you're redoing your whole muscle mapping. I mean, you're completely mapping it out, which takes, what is it, 10,000 repetitions, I believe is the standard,
It could even be as high as 100,000, but with practiced precision, you can actually lessen that.
And if you want to feel even more bad, it takes kids about 100. So like my daughter's like, she'll walk up 100, okay, she's perfect. So anyway, that's that. That's the deadlift, man. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually,
So-
you said something key. Can I add that?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so deadlift, you started doing squats and deadlift as part of your rehab.
Yeah.
Okay, most people don't think of that as part of rehab. These are, again, primal movements. I can't accentuate that enough. But if you do them right, they're rehabilitative. If you do them wrong, they're destructive.
That's something I think I've learned here from all the other places I've worked with and trained at. It's time off. It's do this, do that. With Dr. Stu, it's more like, okay, well, let's reprogram. Let's relearn how to do these correctly, and they become rehabilitative. And again, this is Paradigm Performance in Elgin. If you have to fly in, if you have an issue, again, people email me, how many emails have been like, dude, I don't know any other place that does this unless you go see Big Nate. But that's only for you people in Australia. He's in the ass end of Australia. He's in Perth. So, I mean, even if you're in Australia, you're a 4-hour flight from him usually. So, enjoy your deadlifts, man. Thanks, Dr.
Cool.
Stu.
Thanks, bud. Yep.
Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, alongside my man, Dr. Stu, with his formula, Machine Motion, the Dr. Stu series. Dr. Stu, what's up with this, man?
So we designed this formulation. It's a joint formula, okay, to kind of support the book that we came out with for low back pain, right? And so we want to support the health of joints for people that are just ailing. And we put a short little, a compact little formulation together and put everything together that everybody has kind of separated into different products. So it's an all-in-one. There's a link in the description below. You can click on that, find out a little bit more information, and there it is.
Thing is, you're looking at scientifically validated dosing of key ingredients to help not only if you have lower back pain, but any kind of joint issues or if you want to prevent them. And that's not a game.